Hello, my little amigos, what's going on? Oh, my goodness. Ooh, air. Why? Okay, my little amigos, what's going on? I've had a long morning. But I'll try to put that aside because we have a very exciting thing today. Today will be the last episode of Katsuki X Izuku Sister until season 5 comes out, and it's been like 2 weeks past because I want like people to have time to watch the show. So yes, this will be technically the last for a while, and then after this one will come the movie, and then hopefully I can start working on Assassination Classroom more and Hunter x Hunter, and maybe a Marvel series because I have a Spider-Man fanfiction that I've been dying to show, but I just haven't had time yet, and that's sad to me. Excessively sad to me. Oh well. Anyway, past that, there's not really many announcements except for this is going to be the last episode for a while. And yeah, there's going to be little side episodes, of course, but like for now, this is going to be the little pause point in life. So that's a little sad, but it's okay. It's going to be okay. Okay. Also, there's a few other fanfics I want to try to get started on, so that's gonna be fun. Past that, let's just get started with the fanfic, because also, if you hear banging and child screaming outside my door, it's not my fault. I had to escape my cousins in order to record this video, so if you hear a lot of noises, I'm sorry. I can't do anything about it. Also, I tried recording on Twitch. If you weren't there in the moment, I'm sorry. You can't really go back. There's only like one person there, so that one person who was there, thank you. But I can't really, I don't know how to, I checked it, but once I was done, the video didn't upload on here permanently. So that's a curious thing. And I don't know how that works, so I'm going to figure that out. Hopefully. Past that, that's kind of all the announcements I have for right now, so let's just continue. Yeah. Also, I had sushi today, and I'm very worried for my body. Oh, I hear so many rumors about sushi. I don't know why I ate one. Well, actually, I ate like two. I ate 2 pieces of sushi, and now I'm very worried for myself. Anywho, moving on. Let's just get this started with, guys. So, yeah! A couple days passed. It was getting kind of funny to sneak into Katsuki's room, getting caught a few times, having Uku chase Katsuki for who knows how long. November rolled in pretty quickly. But as it rolled in, we learned some great news. Uri was gonna live at UA. I'm so happy I get to see Uri every day. You're talking pretty high-pitched. You must be really happy. I thought it'd be forever before we saw her again. Same. Same. Our classmates started to say hi and compliment her. She seemed happy. It was so good to see her smile. How is this possible anyway? Yeah. We couldn't make her stay at the hospital forever. He then started to explain a bit more things about her past. Her parents abandoning her. The Hasaikai leader was a blood relative, but he's been in a coma for a really long time. Plus, it probably isn't safe considering his background. She really doesn't have anywhere else to go, apparently. Well, I don't mind if she stays here. I don't think anyone does. And I think it's gonna be so much fun, right, Uku? Yeah. Then they started explaining more about her quirk after. About the horn. How it shrunk after she used that major amount of power, but it's slowly growing back. We're gonna have to teach her how to use it. Okay. I'll come up with a whole plan for it. I already have a couple ideas. I do too. And Then we started mumbling like crazy until we got patted on the back repeatedly to make sure we were still okay. Sorry. It's a habit. We know. They were gonna set up a room for her in the teacher's lounge. I still think she should be in an actual place. But that's not for me to decide. It's gonna be a long way, but each step at a time is perfect. That's gonna be a lot of plate on your that's gonna be a lot on your plate, sir. Sorry about the little mess up. Oop. That's where I come in. I'm gonna be here helping out most of the time, but I hope you guys can visit even though you're busy. We all definitely will. Right? Yeah! Everyone said in unison. If Yuri's quirk becomes unusable and learns how to control it, then I bet we'll have our invincible man back in no time. Man, that'd be awesome, right? Guess we'll see, though. Mr. Aizawa then turned to Mario and asked him to get Eri settled in. Sure, we'll play some board games. Can we help? Pretty please? Unfortunately, I just have to go back to the dorms. There's people waiting. There's people on their way to the dorms going to see you. Aww. Aww. I wonder who's coming. I don't know. You guys are not going to go into another mumbling fit, are you? Sorry. Do we do that often? No. I didn't mean to offend you. It's okay. Well, that was a catastrophe. But still, I'm so glad that Yuri's gonna be here for a lot longer. We get to hang out all the time, like I promised. As soon as I'm done with everything else that's important. I wonder who's coming, though. We all headed back and settled in. I took a spot next to Katsuki. Gary took a spot next to him, too. Katsuki wrapped an arm around me, and then leaned back into the seat. I stood looking at everybody else. Well, stood. I sat down. Everyone was talking casually. I heard from behind, apparently, was Tokoyami sick, or was that his quirk? I don't know. Too many things at once. After a little bit more of talking, we heard a knock behind us. Our guests have arrived. Let's welcome them, Ida said. Suddenly, Mandalay, the pro hero? One of the feline heroes? That's pretty cool. Wait, does that mean Koda's here? Ragdoll? Tiger? Huh. Is the whole crew here? And Pixie Bob. Yep, whole crew's here. Wonder if that means Koda's here. They did their entire, what do you call that? They did their little number, I guess you can call it. I looked behind them. Koda is here. I nudged Izuku and pointed. They started to talk casually. Mina ran up and took one of the boxes that Tiger was holding. I couldn't protect you back then. I'm sorry for both of you. We're fine. I forgot about that. Yeah, right. Anyway. I looked over to where Koda was at. Sorry, I got a message. I looked over to where Koda was at. Not so surprised, but I saw Uku repeatedly shaking his hands. And another message, I'm sorry. Repeatedly shaking his hands and talking to him while Koda just stood there surprised. Aww. Uku, you're gonna overwhelm him. Hey, Koda. Yeah. Who are you? Oh, my heart. I mean, I'm Uku's sister. Oh, one of the ones that got kidnapped. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna leave you two to talk. Ow. Pride. Pain. Pride pain. I slumped over to Katsuki as he patted my head as my head went onto his chest. Suddenly, Mandalay pointed out Koda's shoes. I peeked out of my soaking corner and looked. Oh, they look just like Uku's. Now back to soaking. Katsuki, what are you doing? You're being a baby, so I'm gonna pick you up. And hold you like a baby. Put me down! Nope. I started to bang my fist on Katsuki's chest as he started to chuckle/laugh at me. Put me down! Kachan? Ow! Why did you drop me? Sorry. Did you just apologize? No, I... Stop. But seriously, ow! Here. He gave me his hand. Thank you. Are you okay? I'm fine. They started talking about them being back in business. That's great. My butt still hurts. Ow. They continued talking about their work and about a report from All for One. They were starting to talk about what he was talking about taking her ability. Apparently she was still powerless, and now she's going to be working behind scenes. Katsuki pulled me into a side hug. I looked at him as he looked at them. And I continued to listen. They talked about how they can't let him use his power at all. If that's the case, then why are you going to work so early? Well, this will be announced later, but it's because of the Japanese hero Billboard chart. The Japanese hero Billboard chart was basically a chart that they do twice a year. Or once every 2 years? I can't remember, to be honest. That was more Izuku's thing than mine. He would always watch and to see who ranked top and who was close to the top. Mostly to hear All Might's speech every year, since he normally always got first place. They had about 3 ways of how they rank them. How much they do, what the citizens think of them, and how they treat society. All 3 combined equal your ranking. Both Katsuki and Izuku are aiming for the top. But to be honest, I don't mind getting a lower placement than first. I just want to protect people. And besides, if you don't worry about rankings, you might get a higher ranking that way. Besides that, though, weren't they at 32 last time? So it's because your rank went down? That makes sense. No, silly. Isn't it weird that we're still in the triple digits even though we haven't done any hero work? It's due to our approval rating. That number gave us a big boost. Well, that makes sense. They're pretty popular in a variety of places. There are people waiting for us to return. There's no way we can just stay on the sidelines. So you're doing it for the public? You're so madly wild, wild pussycats. Kiri, you okay? Kiri, there's no need to cry. Dude, cool it. Okay. They started talking amongst each other. A chart without All Might. It's definitely going to be an interesting time. I looked at Katsuki. He was walking up to me. Please don't tell me he's gonna... And over the shoulder I went. Should I even complain anymore? No. Oh well. Katsuki walked away with me over his shoulder. I waved bye to everyone. They waved bye back as Izuku did not look happy. But, oh well. So, why are you dragging me? Sleep. Tired. Too much to do. Our brains are already overloaded. Come on. Fair enough. More time passed and eventually... it was time for the Japanese hero Billboard chart. We could see on TV there was a lot more people than, well, there was last time. And that's shocking because it's normally pretty filled in the first place. So I guess because All Might's not here, everyone wants to see what's going to happen now. Based on the chart, I don't know. More people started to go in. Hey, that's the one that Sue and Uraraka are interning with. And then more and more and more. Ooh, the bunny hero. 5th place, not bad. Everyone was falling into place. That's gonna be us one day. You excited? Duh. I wonder what the future will look like. Hey, look, it's Edshot. He really went up high. I know, right? Oh my gosh, there's so many heroes of like different places. Oh, Uku, calm down. But look at that, everyone going off into different races and everything is like moving all over the place and everyone is like going on. Uku, one word at a time. Oh, but I know. It's gonna be okay, alright? They finally announced 3rd. Hey, Katsuki. Hey, Katsuki. No. Look, we got 3rd, Katsuki. Stop. Best Gina's got 3rd. Oh, well, where did yours place? Actually, she went up a few ranks. Sorry. But yeah, she went from number 17 to 14. Wow. What a high ranking that she got. Oh, shut it. She still did pretty good. Anywho. We continued watching. Then number 2. Hey, look, it's Hawks! I looked at Tokoyami. Oof. That reaction. Oh. And now it's time to announce number 1. I mean, it has to be Endeavor, right? He's been the number 2 hero for... Oof, I don't even know how long. I do! We know you do, Uku. It's okay. But, seriously, now that All Might's gone, him being number 1? I looked at Todoroki-kun's seat, where he stared with a weird glare. He always had that weird glare whenever his father's around. Or any mention of his father happens. They started with more announcements about how people have lack of trust in them now, and how they're going to try to gain it back. Poor heroes. They've been having a really tough time recently. Can't blame them. They started going around, and a speech started happening for everyone. It's only going to be harder on them if you keep saying the things you're saying. If you want them to not be struggling, then have faith, dumbass. Aww, Katsuki believes. But you're right. Of course I'm right. Of course! And they started to go down the line. Hawks looked really fidgety. As more and more talked, the more fidgety he became. I looked back at Tokoyami as he was face-palming repeatedly. Oh no, that's not a good sign. Suddenly he said something that made everyone go quiet. Come on, guys, who wants to hear this crap? Stain, maybe? Oh, goodness. I looked at where Uku was sitting. He froze in place. His hand, which was constantly moving and never stopping, suddenly stopped as every other part of him stopped. I looked at Ida. Same reaction. I looked at Toto. He was still focused on his father. I don't even think he heard it. I'ma just say nothing and look at the floor. I heard a slight chuckle come from next to me. Are you seriously laughing right now? What? That was funny. Sorry. He started with this whole speech about changing things up because of the people and being the symbols gone, and what is he even talking about anymore? I got lost halfway. Okay. Uku, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. That's a very interesting way to figure it. Oh, come on. Great, you put him back in a trance. Oh, I didn't mean to. Anyway. He then flew down to Endeavor. Now let's hear from number 1, who has a lower approval rating than I do. Endeavor... quickly, but still holding his... stand? Grabbed the mic and looked at him for a moment. Well, this ought to be interesting. I looked back at Todoroki. It seemed like an aura was starting to form around him. Are we still safe to be in this room? His was short. Since this child decided to fan the flames, I won't say much. Just watch what I do. That's an interesting statement. That could mean a lot. The place was so quiet. Well, this surely is an interesting show. That's being played in front of us. Okay. They went on to do other stuff, but it kind of got dragged on. Boring. I looked at Katsuki. What do you want to do then? If you can't decide, then I guess... Shush, I'm thinking. Actually, now that I think about it... Oh? You think you thought of something? There's this place, further down. There's a... Just look at it. He tossed me his phone. Oh. It's one of those active kind of parts, indoor park type of things. Where they have a lot of, like, stuff where you can do forms of exercise, but in a really fun way. I forget what they're called. I tried scrolling up the phone. But unfortunately, apparently he was scrolling for a while because it took me forever to find out what the name was. It was basically just an indoor trampoline park. Aren't there normally kids at that? Are you sure you wouldn't want to go to a place like that? And that's the thing. This specific place has specific rooms for people if you pay enough. That's expensive. Are you sure you want to do that? Whatever. It's just... They have some events that look kind of cool, I guess. They also have a rock climbing center. Apparently, they're really big rock climbing center. I'm guessing you want to do this because it's too cold to go out for, hiking? Yeah. We can go probably tomorrow. Sure. I just need to do. What are you doing? Pre-ordering a spot? Since it's already November, temperatures are starting to get colder, and Katsuki knows about my little problem with heat and freezing cold. So to compromise, we have to go to a place that he necessarily would never consider going, because there's probably kids swarming the place. So he found a perfect place where we can get private places to jump on trampolines and play games with each other, along with the rock climbing section. As well as a place next to it that I just found while looking at maps. Katsuki looked over my shoulder. What are you doing? Looking at maps to find out where the location is. There's also a really good ramen shop next to it. You and ramen. True, but they have this spicy bowl. Izuku looked over my shoulder this time. What are you guys talking about? Nothing. Katsuki pulled me closer. It's like you could see electricity going between the two. I'm just gonna continue placing the order. For how many people? Are we inviting more than just us? Where are you guys going? Okay, placing an order for 2 and praying that I don't get hurt in the process of this little mini fight. It's just a date. Got a problem, nerd? Is this a date? Katsuki looked at me for a second. I mean, yes. I'll be hushy now. Really? A date where to? None of your business, nerd. Oh. Really, Kachan? Did I stutter? You guys are having the creepiest fight I've ever seen in a while. I spat out. Everyone looked at the scene a bit amazed and also a little bit horrified as well. I'm just gonna sneak out of... No, you can stay here. Do I have to? Both of them at the same time looked at me and said yes, excessively loud. Okay, I'll stay. Jeez. Okay. They continued to quietly bicker. Soon the TV flickered to a certain thing about Endeavor again. Why are you still watching that type of stuff? Turn it off. Hold on, I need to find the remote. Did you lose it? I dropped it, and it turned the TV. Hold on, I'll find it. I'll help you. Yes, please do. Correction, I'll help you. No! Wait a minute, guys. What? Katsuki, look at the screen real quick. What is... What's happening there? We all looked at the screen and... Is that a Nomu? I think so. Apparently a Nomu had crashed into a building and was now fighting Endeavor. And Hawks? But I didn't really see Hawks on the screen. I mostly saw Endeavor. Then again, it's kind of hard to see Hawks when there's fire everywhere and dust and everything. All of us were staring at the screen. Biting our lips and, you know, just staring. He fought. Eventually we saw Hawks. Hawks was evacuating so many people at once. So I couldn't even keep a number of all the people. I think there's a total of 76 people, I think. I'm pretty sure is what I counted. You were counting that entire time? How did you even... I estimated and used math. It doesn't matter. Anyway. Well, everyone seems to be evacuated, so that's good. Soon after everyone was able to evacuate, Hawks went in and did a fight move. Soon after, Endeavor did one that destroyed the entire top of the building into nothing but rock and ash. Oh, good one. What's wrong? All that damage? Do you not know whose money's gonna be paying that? Is that really what you're concerned about right now? What? We all continued to stare at the screen. This fight was getting intense. Come on. A lot of people didn't have faith in Endeavor right now, but right now, it's not really a matter of if you do or not. It's a matter of if it'll be okay. Come on. Soon after the attack, though, a couple of Nomus actually came out of the Nomu itself and flooded into the city. We heard a yell saying, "You're in the way!" coming from the Nomu. Did it just talk? They've never been able to talk before. I guess I was getting a little jumpy because Katsuki held on to me. I sat back down in my seat. Katsuki? He wasn't focusing on the TV anymore. He was focusing on me. I'm okay. I just need to breathe. What's happening? It continues the fight. I started hearing something weird. I looked back to where Toto-kun was sitting. Toto? He was breathing really heavily. I got up from my seat, getting released in Katsuki's grip, and I went behind Todoroki. I put my hand on his shoulder. Todo, are you okay? His eyes were glued on the screen. He wasn't responding. Was he worried? Todoroki stood up from his spot and walked away from the TV. When he turned back, the worst part had happened. Endeavor had shot a huge blast of heat. Unbelievable. But the Nomu escaped and shot at him and hit him, and there was so much blood. Todoroki's fire started to pop out of him. Todoroki-kun? His breathing was getting faster and faster. I started to try to relax him using my quirk. He just kind of shooed me away. He grasped onto himself and stared back at the screen. Katsuki got up. He looked mad, probably because I got shooed away. But I grabbed his arm and looked at him, shaking my head. He looked away and grabbed back onto me as he continued looking at the screen. Everyone was silent. The only thing you could hear was the heavy breaths coming from a few people and the fast breaths coming from Todoroki. Is Todo-kun gonna be okay? I don't know. Stay calm. Think with a level head. I looked back at the screen. Is Endeavor okay? Todoroki started to grit his teeth. The dust cleared, and Endeavor was in the gravel as the Nomu started talking about someone stronger for him to fight. Was there anyone stronger? As of right now, that's a tricky question. Why aren't there more heroes? Isn't somebody gonna help him? The lady on the TV started talking more. But suddenly a flicker happened and... He's okay! Todoroki's eyes shot back to the screen as he fired and flew his way back to the enemy at hand. He needs backup. He needs more backup. Mr. Aizawa rushed into the room to witness Todoroki's little mini panic attack. So you know. You've got to be kidding me. Suddenly we heard someone on the screen. He was praising Endeavor, saying how his flames were still going, how he's fighting, risking everything, his whole life, just to protect us. Those are fair points, but he should really get out of there. I thought in my head, I didn't say that out loud. But he was right. Endeavor's still going. He's still fighting. We need to believe, right? I said, looking at Katsuki. Yeah. We just need to believe. I looked at Todoroki. He looked at me for a moment. It's gonna be okay. I looked back at the screen. It's gotta be okay. He was going so fast. It didn't look like he could move his body, but he was using his flames. Also, sorry about the dog noises, I can't control it. We saw Hawks for a brief moment. I think he's using his quirk to help him go faster. He needs to match the speed, huh? Come on, Endeavor. Come on, Endeavor. We heard a weird noise from behind us. We looked back at Todoroki. At this point, he had collapsed onto his knees. I don't blame him, but is he okay? We quickly looked back at the screen just to make sure. Suddenly, he started going higher and higher and higher. It had to be Hawks' doing. We could hear from behind, but Todoroki was cheering him on. Well, that's some character development. Okay. He kept getting higher and higher. Come on, old man. You've got this. I'm watching you! We could hear from behind us. Come on, Endeavor. We believe in you. And suddenly, he hurled back. It looked like a falling star. So bright. So big. What? He flew down. Like a literal star. In that minute, it felt like the whole world was watching this moment. As if it was in slow motion. Like the world had stopped time. Everything stopped. And everyone was just looking at the same point. Whatever was left hit the ground. We could see Endeavor for a short minute until it actually hit the ground. Fire was in the spot where he landed. For a moment, everything was quiet. Utterly quiet. He was still standing. The fire cleared, and he was still standing with a fist up in the air. A whole sigh of relief could be heard as everyone began to cheer. Todoroki went into a bit of a squat and started to process what just happened. Some were cheering and some were trying to help him calm down. I was on the side trying to calm him down. I very carefully put my hand on his back and used my quirk to help him relax a bit. He seemed to appreciate it now. You okay? He did it. He did. He took this moment to breathe as the TV lady said some quite powerful words. A new beginning. If that's what you want to call it, that's perfect. Todoroki was breathing pretty heavily, but he seemed to be coming down now that he knew everything was better. Phew. In that moment, everyone looked so serious. Uku looked back to the TV and gave a determined look. Now with All Might gone, that doesn't mean much. It does mean the Simple's gone, but as heroes, all of us have to keep going. Going forward. Keep trying. We have all got this. I looked at Katsuki. He looked at me and put a cocky smirk on. Told ya. I nodded determined. I looked back at the TV. Good job, number one hero. Endeavor. We're done! Wee! Oh! Ha! We We did it! Yay! Oh, wow, that's a lot of energy. Okay, guys, we did it! That is the end for now. Now, before I have people yelling at me saying, there's more! There's more! There is officially one episode of season 5 on, over here on Hulu. After the full season comes out, and a little while after, I will be starting the next episode. Which it means it's gonna be a very long time before another episode comes out. Until episode, what are we, like, this is 39, so until episode 40 comes out, that will be quite some time. But in the meantime, there's gonna be a lot of fun side episodes to help keep company with it, along with the movie. There is a new episode out, but I'm not going to be doing an episode on it yet until the entire thing is out and a little while after, because I do want to give people time to watch and appreciate the original before I go in and spoil everything. There will still be spoil warnings, but still, I don't want to ruin anything for anyone. So that'll be that. Past that, probably not next week, but there is going to be the movie eventually, which will probably happen in about 2 or 3 weeks, because it does take a while to get the writing finished. I have most of the writing done. I just need to proofread it and redo a couple scenes that got a little destroyed, and by that I mean my computer deleted them. So I have to redo a couple scenes because internet issues, and we do have to start working on the art pieces for those, so that will probably take a while. Past that. Plus, I need to find the movie. I think I own the movie, but I don't remember. I think I got it from my last birthday, but I can't remember where they put it. I think so. But, past that, yeah. So there's not going to be another episode for a long time, but it will eventually come back after this full season's out and a little while after. Like, maybe like 2 weeks after. So that way, I want to make sure people have the time to appreciate Boku no Hero for its by actually watching Boku no Hero, and then I'll come in with the spoilers, with spoiler warnings, but still. Past that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, this final one for a while. But like I said, after this is gonna be the movie, Hunter x Hunter, Assassination Classroom, which I'm really excited to work on that one, and hopefully I can bring Marvel in here because I got an awesome, I have an awesome one with Spider-Man. So yeah. Plus, I want to bring back FNAF because I have a lot of ideas for FNAF, so I want to bring that back for a while. So that's awesome. Past that, if you have any series you want to recommend to me for, like, if you guys have any specific series, like, you want to have a fan fiction for, I am watching other series, and I'm trying to come up with some. I came up with a Naruto one, but it wasn't really that good, so I haven't made any episodes for that one because I just don't think it's good enough. Plus, Naruto's an excessively long series, so I don't know about that one. But if there's any like series that's kind of short, or at least a series that's good to do a fanfic on that won't take me years and years and years to finish like Naruto would. Past that. Yeah, if you guys have any recommendations for any specific series you might like in the future, you can put the names of the either show or video game or movie or, whatever you want fanfiction for down below. I'll type in the names, check them out, see if I can come up with anything. Or if I already know them and I might have a fanfiction waiting, I might already have a fanfiction waiting for your either favorite anime or your favorite show. I might already have a fanfiction for them. So let's put your suggestions in the comments if you have any ideas. You don't have to. I have a lot ready for Assassination Classroom and Hunter x Hunter. So those I'm gonna probably be doing a lot more of. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions, I wouldn't mind filling out a few. So that'd be nice. Also, I might do future YN stuff because YN in the future is kind of funny. So I would love to do like a few, like one episode of videos like Wyan in the future. Wyan meets her future. Wyan meets her future self, which is places or something similar. Wyan meets her future kids with Katsuki, etc., etc. Wyan meets her other universe selves, and so on and so forth. So yeah, also I've been kind of working on an izuku after AU, so if that's anything of anyone's interest, I also have that ready. It's not completely ready. I have like 2 episodes worth of writing done, but that's probably about it. I'm also working on a side project for a friend when it comes to certain series we've been making, which we still need voice actors for. To answer any questions, we mostly need male voice actors. You don't have to necessarily be male. We have a lot of gender fluid type voices that we need, but they will be on male characters. They're just like their voices naturally sound gender neutral because our director is gender neutral, so she kind of based a lot of her characters on that. I forgot the word for it, but that's what it is. We still have like a few more spots available for people. We kind of need like a certain deep but calming voice, and we kind of need just like more medium to deep tones. So if anyone's interested, message me on Discord. I made a post about it a while ago, so you can go find my Discord through there. And if you don't want to talk to me on Discord, you can talk to me through Instagram. So that's also an option, which is megan.lude.10, and my nickname now is Wyan Midoriya. So yeah, that's that little thing. So other than that, I think we're good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and do my outro. So yes, bye Monagas. Also, I plan on going live sometime whenever. Like either this week or either this weekend or next weekend. I plan on going live. So look forward to that. That'll be fun. Past that, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Boku no Hero. It's going to be the last one for a while. It is coming back, just I want Season 5 to fully come out first. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed, and now is a perfect time to catch up for those people that you know, or, like, now is perfect time to, like, start sharing the fanfic with people, because they're going to have a lot of time to catch up. If you're falling behind, this would be a perfect time to catch up. So, that's going to be fun. Boku no Hero will return, but not for a while. It's gonna be fun. And for those of you who are wondering, yes, I do read the manga and I do know what happens, but I still don't want to spoil. That's the one thing that I'm trying to make a key thing here. I don't want to spoil the show for anyone. Instagram has been spoiling certain people all over, and so has Facebook and Twitter, and every place has been like spamming with spoilers. And I feel bad because I read the manga a lot. I don't purchase the manga. I'll go to like Barnes and Noble and I'll read it there, and I'll just like kind of hide in a corner so they don't get mad at me for like lingering in the same place for I don't know how long. I'm pretty good at skim reading when I'm trying to hurry, and I'll read like 3 manga books in the span of only 3 hours. An hour per each book. And so that's interesting. Takes me a minute because I like to appreciate all the wonderful art. The creator is amazing. I love the story so much. But yeah, like I said, I don't want to spoil the story for anyone. I want all the episodes to come out. I want it to be so that way everyone can see the show first and appreciate how awesome the actual show is before I post any more. But trust me, there will be more from other animes, and that will be there, and that will be great. So yeah. Also, I'm going to try to convince my artists to do arts for the other ones as well, for Sashing Classroom and for Hunter x Hunter, so that'll be fun. I'm going to try to... I know in like one of the Hunter x Hunter videos, I made her have black hair, but I did realize that was a mistake on my part. It should have been like white, because I know white and black aren't technically considered colors, so I kind of just went for those. But I figured now I have to probably listen to people and say, yeah, they should probably be like just pure white, no other color. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix that for the characters, and then that'll be that. So yeah, I'm gonna try to convince my artist to see if she can make art pieces for other fandoms, not just Boku no Hero, and that'll be that. So yeah. Alright, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Like I said earlier, I know it's going to be the last one for a while, but yeah. At least there's going to be more of the other ones that people wouldn't have been asking for, so that's going to be awesome. Alright, guys, so stay safe, stay clean, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.